The topic is the health mission from the state of Lagos, Nigeria. And we're talking to Dr. Adris and Dr. Faquea2. And earlier, during the first segment, Dr. Adris gave us some information about his background, education, and some of the things that were important in his life, Dr. Faquea2. And what we'd like for you to do is to take the first few minutes of this time to talk about Dr. Faquea2 and your responsibilities and kind of things that are important in your life. And then Dr. will give us some additional information about health issues in Nigeria.
Thank you, Doctor. First, I must say it's really nice to be here. I am a medical doctor. Right now, I'm in administrative medicine. I went to school in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, and my medical education was in Osun State. That's another state. I got out of medical school and practiced clinical medicine for a while, about 4 years. And I realized that to have enough time with the family, it would be better to be in administrative medicine because I have 2 kids, baby boys. And so that helped mold my decision to go into administrative medicine because I don't have to take calls. I work all day, but all night I'm at home. So that's basically it.
Very good. And Dr. Adris, when we talk about the state of Lagos, Nigeria, we're dealing with, and the information that we received is that the city, Lagos, has a population of over 12 million people, 15 million people, with 12 million of them in Lagos.
Metropolitan Lagos.
Well, here, again, you ought to experience some unusual kinds of health situations with that. Explain that within the framework of the health and the population.
Well, I'll rather go back to when this present administration came in. When the administration came in, we met a lot of problems, basically due to the long years of military rule in the country. A lot of things had deteriorated. The infrastructure had been neglected for over 30 years. Basic infrastructure like water, electricity, power were no longer there. The hospitals had become mere shadows of themselves. Levels of poverty of the people had gone very high. Purchasing power of people very, very low. And so when we got in, I mean, we found that the task was very, very enormous. We now had to sit down to plan our strategy as to how to at least face, carry out some of these plans. Basically, the other thing we realized was that the health indices for the state, especially for the nation, very, very low, very bad. I mean, compared to Lagos, they had a relatively better index, but compared to other cities, it's still low. Infant mortality rate is very high. Maternal mortality rate is high. Life expectancy is barely over 50 years. And the financing mechanism is not in place, not adequate, because just like you have here, we don't have a social, we don't have any health insurance or any social security system in place. Most people pay out of pocket. If you look at the level of poverty, how much can they pay? So the resources available to government very, very limited. So we needed to prioritize our programs. And then when we started, we decided to design programs that actually we address the poverty level of people. We looked at the disease burden, basically communicable diseases like malaria, which is still the #1 leading cause of death in the sub-Saharan Africa. It's the same thing. HIV/AIDS has become very, very, very important, and it's killing a lot of people. So we had to fashion our programs to be able to control or address this, at least within the limits of our resources. Issue of reproductive health, we had to face that because, that's why infant mortality is high. Our mothers die. For every 100 women that go to the hospital for antenatal care, perhaps about 10 will eventually die. So it's very high. So we need to design programs to address such issues. We had school health programs to address children in school. We had immunization strategies because of the high level of communicable diseases. We needed to face that. We address those issues. These are the things that have large, what we call large externalities. You put little money, but you get big returns on your investments. Now, Having done some of those things, we now had to face the hospitals themselves, the facilities themselves. Over the years, they've been run down, so we had to gradually try to build them up a bit. But like we said, we were constrained by resources available, both financial and material, personnel-wise. You cannot believe it, like you said rightly, the population of Lagos is at least 15 million people. By virtue of the position of Lagos, the hub, economic center of Nigeria, people from different parts of the country, in the subway, West African region, in North Africa, come to Lagos because of that. So
come to Lagos.
we have to design programs to be able to accommodate all these people. You can't drive them away. That's a lot we need to face. So basically, we now started gradually to putting the hospital really into shape, upgrading the facilities, changing the equipment that have been very obsolete. So our tasks have been very, very daunting. We have a teaching hospital that we're trying to build up again, to be able to train medical staff. You can't believe in the whole of Lagos that we have just about 600 or 700 medical officers.
12,
That's in the public,
15 million people.
in the public sector.
In the public sector.
You have just about 1,500 nurses, totally inadequate.
And so, Dr. Faquea2, to come to the state of Tennessee and to talk about health, what would you like to see happen from as a result of the mission that you've had over here in the last few days?
Well, we came here seeking technical assistance and capacity building. We actually found out that health here is a major issue, and it is being faced and addressed squarely. So from this visit, we would hope that we can have mutually beneficial collaboration, and we would be able to improve the health status of our people from whatever it is we can get out of here.
And so there's something that the people of the state of Tennessee can do for the state of Lagos in terms of technical assistance, in terms of grants and a large number of other things. Is that what we're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Now, is that what the two of you believe that the state of Tennessee can do for you, that we can really help you, and as well as you can help us?
Yeah, there are possibilities for that. We have one thing we realized that
we've got 25 seconds, Dr.
Oh, there's possibility for that.
Okay, but go on. I mean, just
possibilities for that. First of all, you have a very, very strong health insurance scheme, and we needed to understudy how you go about doing that, because we have slightly similar population in the country.
Okay, well, let me take this second commercial break, and we'll be back following this second commercial break to continue our conversation. Thank you. We're talking to Dr.